Hey, Joe.
Hey, Jesse.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. What's going on with you?
Oh, man. Nothing but paperwork at work.
Oh, makes for a long week, don't it?
Oh, my gosh. I'm so bad at these ARDs. We got to do these ARDs for our kids that we have under our caseload.
Have you done many of them?
I don't do enough to be able to do it
Yeah.
comfortably.
Yeah, you got to get better. It'll just come.
I don't think it ever will. I mean, I have like one every 2 or 3 months. I mean, if I had them every week, it'd be different. So,
Well, I wouldn't hope to get them once every week.
no, I wouldn't either, but that's how I learned. It's
Yeah,
hard to learn when you do one and 2 or 3
That's
months
true.
go by and then you got to do another. You're like, oh God,
Well,
where do I start?
if the school year is 9 months and you only do one every 3 months, you got to only do three. So I just struggle through it and call it a day.
Yeah, I get some help though.
That's good.
I got a young lady that teaches there with us that helps me a lot. If it wasn't for her, I'd probably be up the creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
I'd get Daphne to help me, but we argue about it. Like I act like I know what I'm doing, and so I try to say no, maybe we need to do it like this shit. Like, well, if you know what you're doing, then you do it, and so we fight, and so
You should just let her know you don't know.
she's only been doing it for 21 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she does like multiple every week. She does 1, 2, maybe every
At the high school.
2 or 3 every month.
Yeah.
So I think she knows what she's doing, but me, like an idiot, I question her.
Well, you just want it to be perfect, and
I know,
how
and
it's
maybe
supposed to
that's
be.
my problem. She just likes to get them done,
Yeah.
and I only do a little bit, a few of them, and I want mine to be perfect. And not that I'm not saying hers aren't perfect. I just want it done my way,
Yeah.
and my way, I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, seriously, I need help. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next year. My helper that helps me is not going to be there next
You
year.
can find somebody else.
I'm going to have to find somebody else, or I'm going to have to eat crow and be nice to Daphne, and maybe she'll help me again.
Yeah.
Because
Buy her something nice.
yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. Wait, you just let her have it. And
Yeah,
then when it's done, say thank you and buy her something.
I don't think she'll do it like that.
No?
She's going to make me. She don't want me to get away with it.
Oh. You
Yeah.
can't just walk away. You got to.
Yeah, she's going to make me do
So
it.
there's a fine line between helping and giving inputs and trying to
Yeah,
tell her how to do it.
exactly.
Yeah.
But she knows how to do it. I shouldn't even be trying to tell her how to do it.
Okay.
So anyway,
Well, besides that, it hasn't been that bad of a week at school.
no, it's been a really easy week for me.
Yeah. Me too. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, we've been pretty good. Kids have been good for me. Haven't seen any restrooms torn up other than being just dirty.
Yeah,
talking
I don't
about
think
trashy.
it's going to be hard to have a nice clean bathroom in a middle school.
One
throughout the
teacher
day.
came out today and was looking for her kid, and she hollers at me. She said, "Hey, is there somebody in the bathroom?" And I walked in there and I said, "Nope." I said, "Why, are you looking for somebody?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Is he wearing a white hoodie?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "He's over there on the other side of the gym, over there by the gym." Oh, man, she was mad. So he walked by me. I said, "Hey, teacher's looking for you." He walked by me, and I said, "Hey, take that hoodie off." He had his hoodie on. And then I said, why were you not in this restroom? Where you been? Where were you? He said, "Oh, I went to the other restroom." I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Oh, because that was dirty." I'm like, "Well, y'all are the ones that get it dirty. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe clean it. Clean the seat off. Whatever you're going to do."
It's just an excuse for
It's
him
just
to
an
wander
excuse. There,
around.
I walked in there, and she told me to go in there and look, see how dirty it was. I said, "No, he could have gone in the restroom in there." And so I'm sure she wrote him up for being, what do you call it when they not in the correct area? It's called something, but offhand I can't remember it.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's
Out of area or something.
they always out of area.
Well, yeah,
Sometimes I think I'm out of area.
I definitely out of area, man. It's not my area. If we're in the roping arena, that would be my area.
So I think it's okay though to feel out of area.
Yeah, yeah. My room is homey though, so it's my
yeah,
area.
you got a nice room.
Yeah.
You and I set it up in the summer.
We did a good job.
It looks good.
Everybody comes in and gives me compliments. I'm proud of it.
Let's see. So, hey, folks, we're glad you're listening. And we're having fun. And I think today, besides what we got going on in middle school, which this week is just happens to not be a whole lot, I think we should talk about AI, artificial intelligence.
Oh, I thought you were talking about artificial insemination.
No, I don't. No,
I'm from a
that's
ranch.
the ranch world.
I'm sorry.
No, you need to get with the times now. We on
So are they gonna
artificial
change?
intelligence.
Are they going since they call AI so much artificial intelligence? Are they going to change the name of artificial insemination? They ought to,
Maybe.
because it's confusing.
Do they use AI for AI?
No, they don't use AI for AI.
Not yet.
Not yet. I don't think they will.
So
I don't believe a robot
I'm
horse.
intrigued with AI.
I am too.
I know you use it on
use it a
on
lot.
occasion.
I use it a lot actually.
Well, instead of asking Siri, you ask Siri to ask
Chat GPT on my phone on my iPhone
Right.
16.
because you're not happy with Siri's normal
Oh, Siri.
AI answer.
Siri's dumb. I mean, I tell her all the time, "Dumb, Siri, you dumb."
I've heard you say that.
Yeah, yeah.
One time she says, "I don't respond to that," or
I don't respond to that.
I
or
don't have
something.
an answer
I
for
don't
that, or
have an
something
answer
like
for
that.
Well, you're just dumb. But yeah, no, and all my computers, every computer I have Chat GPT. I have the paid for Chat GPT. That's how much I use it.
Oh, is that the 4.0?
Shoot, it's like, it's 4.0 with some.
I think if you
with
don't
C,
if you don't pay for it, you just
Yeah.
are on 3.0 or something like
it's
that.
got a letter to it too. There's a different versions. It's pretty cool.
I like it, but I'm a little hesitant.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't want AI to take over the world. I don't want this to be some sort of Terminator movie scenario.
Yeah, it's called ChatGPT 4, and it has like a little O, and it says great for most questions. And then there's GPT 4.0 with scheduled tasks. So it says ask ChatGPT to follow up later. And there's all kinds of them. There's an O3 Mini and an O3 Mini High. Yeah, the O3 Mini High is great for coding and logic. And O3.
Do you pay monthly for
Mini,
this?
Yeah, I pay monthly.
You think it's worth the money?
Yes, it is. Fast and advanced reasoning. The reason why I say that it's worth it, when I went back to school, it didn't write the papers, but when I needed some ideas for theses statements
Oh, yeah.
and ideas for a topic,
Yeah.
it came through for me, And then the thesis statement, I would just rewrite it. It would give me an idea on what we needed, and I would rewrite it. And I'm saying we because my wife helped me get through school. So.
Yeah. But what I think is, I don't know how you can tell it to write you an essay, and then it'll spit out an essay. If you turn that in, the college won't accept. You'll get a bad grade, right?
Oh no, it knows. They run it through
They'll run it through an AI checker,
Yeah.
which is AI.
Yes. And
But
knows.
at home, before you do that, you can run it through an AI checker, check it yourself. Then you
Yeah.
can run it through another AI that'll make it sound human. And then you run it through an AI checker, and then you can turn it in. They're going to run it through an AI checker, which is also AI. It's everyone's just doing AI.
Yeah. No, I don't. Like I said,
It's a humanizer AI.
Yeah, but it's still, you need to do your own work. I mean, yeah, if you
I'm
get
just
it,
saying this just seems to be AI all over the place.
right.
Like teachers at school are using AI
Yeah, they use
to
it
do lesson plans, which I
tests,
think is super interesting. I think it's great.
worksheets. I did some lessons for social emotional learning lessons.
Mm-hmm.
It's given me ideas, and I've made 2 or 3 different lessons already. I laminated
I like
the
it. It's great.
instructions. I use it every day. I mean, I have a hard time with math. Math is not my subject, and when the kids have problems with it, I just take a picture of their worksheet, and it does every
Yeah.
problem, and it shows the work, and I can look at that, and then I can go, oh, okay, this is how you do this, and it helps me. It does
Big
help me.
time. It's step by step.
Yeah, step
When
by
I
step.
took college algebra, I did that, and I had the problem all worked out, and it gave me the wrong one. And I said, I'm sure I got this right. And I said, so I asked the thing, I said, shouldn't it be this because of this? And it says, oh yes, my apology, and then it did it the way I did it. And
Yeah.
I said, man, I'm not. So I told myself I wasn't going to use it to try to come up with the answers because there's no way. If I don't know it and do it myself, I'm not trusting that thing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because
true.
it already got
Because
one wrong.
It gives you a warning that make sure you check it. It tells
Yeah.
you don't go by their like it could be wrong. They're not perfect,
Right.
you know.
But what I like,
But they're more perfect than I am.
I like it that you can give it either an essay or a YouTube link or a PDF file or notes, whatever it was. You can ingest that into the AI. It will spit out a lesson plan.
Yeah.
It will give you multiple choice if you want it, or you just click. You want multiple choice. You can have essay answers. You can have true and false. You can have all. And what I like is you can give, let's say, an article from a news organization or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's an article, a historical article on World War II.
Yeah.
It will spit out a lesson plan, and if you have kids in your class that are on different reading levels, you can spit one out
Yeah.
for a high school reading
high school
level,
reading
an
level.
8th grade, a 3rd
And then,
grade.
and then in turn, it'll make a test, a
Yeah.
worksheet, whatever you want off of that.
Right. So
article
you can
or
give the
paper.
one kid who's at a 4th grade level
Yeah.
and another kid one that's already at a high school level.
Yes. Yes.
It's-
It's
it's
incredible.
great.
It's incredible. Honestly, I'm not scared of it. I love it.
I've seen
I can't wait for how the evolution of it. The as it gets better. What do you call it? Evolves.
right. Yeah,
know.
unless it takes over the world.
No, this is not Skynet.
We don't know.
Yeah. Did you hear Elon try to buy ChatGPT or OpenAI?
OpenAI, yeah.
OpenAI.
I
for
think
a lot of money.
I think he wanted to do that to ensure that it doesn't
Yeah. Yeah. He wanted to go back to what it originally was
to
planned.
make
Yeah. It's getting a little more too much commercialized. I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Like for money. And I think.
But I think
they're monetizing it.
Oh, are they? Well,
Yeah.
I think even if he doesn't buy it, I think now that there's more than that one company.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
there's
think
the-
we'll have to worry about.
I don't
want to
worry about the Chinese one, the DeepSeek. I don't trust that.
No.
And
I
it's
mean,
free. It's
just
free,
just any of them though.
like free. It's
But there's all
different.
kinds of them that are free.
Yeah,
You know, you can
but
go on
they
there
all
and-
work off OpenAI.
What about the ones that do the lesson planning? You think, that's
Everything
OpenAI?
runs off of OpenAI. And what made like their stock and stuff go down, or different AIs or whatever it was, different companies that deal with AI, is that DeepSeek is going to be free. Well, yeah, there's a reason why it's free. It comes from the Chinese government probably, and they're going to be stealing your information, anything you input in there. So you can't trust that. I don't trust it. So, but I hadn't even seen it yet. I haven't even seen it in action. So who knows if it even works? Might be like one of those Chinese iPhones, those fakes.
Yeah. I just think
I mean, the iPhone is kind of Chinese if you think about it. It's probably made in China anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the ones they dupe, the dupe ones. You know, the ones that, hey, iPhone for $100, but it looks like an iPhone,
yeah.
but it don't work like an iPhone.
When you're deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan, you find all kinds of stuff like that.
yeah.
I mean, they had a Rolexes for $15.
Oh yeah, and some Prada bags.
Oh
They
yeah,
say Prado.
everything you could
Don't
think
say
of.
Prada, they say Prado.
Yeah,
Yeah. Gucci says gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gucci.
and it falls
Mhm.
apart after you get home,
Yeah.
or the jewelry, or stain your wife's neck green or wrist or whatever.
Fancy Rolex.
I didn't buy any of that stuff.
Well, it's fake. The
Yeah.
people buy it, they know it's fake, don't they? They
Yeah.
can't be nobody knows it's real. They just
No.
they wanna-
There is some people that think it's real.
no way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it's because it's somewhat expensive.
Yeah.
So there's like at the time, Beats headphones were super popular,
Yes.
and there was them privates walking around with those Beats because they thought they had money.
Yeah.
But the guy at the local bazaar was selling them things for $100.
You know
When-
what, you know
when
what
the
the
real
difference
ones-
is? You know what the difference is?
What?
The Beats iPhones, the Beats ones, because iPhone bought them, right?
Well, this was in
Apple-
2012.
Just say when Apple bought them,
Yeah.
they I think they had the Lightning charger, not the Android charger. The USB A, C, B, USB B.
C. I don't know.
The micro
Okay, yeah.
or whatever it is. But anyway, the plugs are different. They can use okay. Beforehand, I could see
so-
Beats were just Beats. They
Yeah.
probably went off on Android, but when Apple bought them, they went to their plug. Well, they're not going to be able to copy that
Right.
plug,
Yeah.
and that was the difference.
This was back in 2012, and they weren't bought
There
by
was no-
anybody. It
yeah.
was just Beats by Dr. Dre, and they had a nice case. It had
Oh,
velvet
yeah.
on the
It
inside.
looked just like it.
It looked
I've
just
seen
like them.
I've seen them, but
But
the
they
only,
would pay $100, and they're like,
yeah,
"Hey, this is supposed to be worth $400. I'm getting such a good deal." I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
those are knockoffs.
yeah, but they
And
look
then
just like it.
He said it sounds great. and
Yeah.
all this, and then I swear, before we left country, the little wires popped out, and he could not get them things back in.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
And like I said, the only difference is, like I said, is the plug. Because if it was Apple's, Apple would have that Lightning, that special plug that you used to use on the
So
iPhone.
that's the way you can detect it.
That's the way you can detect.
Yeah.
You know. So
I think after that, though, I think United States and China got together to stop a lot of the reproduction of Gucci and Prada and Rolex and all that.
hey, but it looked just like them, and you had them on your head. You really couldn't tell no difference.
That's true.
So you were styling.
Oh, that's
who
why,
cares?
yeah.
It's a status symbol.
Yeah.
So
But you know what I told him? I told him I got these things for free, and I pulled them out of my pocket. They were wrapped up, and I said I got these on the airplane for free.
yeah,
The little earbuds.
sound just as
I
good.
can still hear my music. I had a little MP3 player
Yeah.
that I brought with me from
I had an Arcos.
From
I
here.
had an Arcos. It was Arcos. I think it was Arcos. It was a big. It was a big bank. It held. I mean, I don't know how many songs it held. I love
Is that
that
the
thing.
time of
before the it was the MP3 player.
the iPod?
Yeah, the iPod. It was before that, and it was Arcos was the name of the company.
Oh, okay.
ARCHOS. And one day, me and my partner were heading to a rodeo, and it was running low, and I didn't have the right charger, and I plugged it into his little deal, and it was too powerful or something. It burnt that sucker up. It was done. It fried it. So that was
so you
lesson-
lost all that music?
Lesson learned. Yeah,
Oh my goodness!
lesson learned.
Did you had it on a hard drive on your computer or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everything came from my computer.
Yeah.
So I had all the music. It just the box was dead. You know. I mean,
Yeah.
it cost me like $200 or $300 for that box.
Speaking of AI, you can have AI build you art, right?
Mhm.
You can just literally
Cartoon. You can do
type it in
cartoons,
there
What you want. Yeah.
what you want, and it'll spit
Yeah.
out a
Yeah.
thing. Also,
Music.
one of my friends who's probably listening to this podcast, Rashid,
Shout out.
shout out to Rashid, he made us a song called What's Going On for our podcast using AI.
Yeah. We might put it on one day at the end, at the beginning.
Yeah, he told us we could use it
Yeah.
for free.
Maybe
And
I need to put it on the computer, save it as a file, and attach it one day.
right now we just have the address.
Yeah.
But we can play it right now.
Yeah.
Let's listen to this one. This is I like this one of the two. This one I think's better.
Here, I got it, Joe. I'll cue it up. I like that one. It kind of sounds like a rap song.
I wake in the morning, nothing ever changed. 25 years and life feels strange. But I'm tuned in, trying to figure out podcasts talking about what's going on around. So I cry out, what's going on? What's going on? Turn the volume up, world to the storm. Topics dropping heavy, true to form. Voices spitting facts, no sugarcoat. Just trying to understand the story road. So I cry out, what's going on?
I like that, Joe.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were both bobbing our head.
Yeah, we're bobbing. That's a head bobber right there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Let us know if you were also bobbing your head.
Yeah.
Because I think you would. I
A
think
little.
everyone would instinctively just bob their head along with that
I
song.
think so. That's got a good beat to it. So
Should
we
we
definitely put it
should we
on.
let them listen to the other one that
No,
Rosh
I don't
made?
think sound like we're going to church.
it was a churchy sounding
Yeah,
song?
it's too gospely sounded.
Well, maybe somebody needs
We go
some-
hard, Joe.
Maybe somebody needs
Joe,
gospel.
we go hard. I don't need church.
All right.
We go hard.
All right. Speaking of all this AI, we've kind of taken advantage of some of the stocks.
Yeah.
Was the Nvidia?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what? Another one, SoundHound, is an AI stock.
Yeah, but it went down pretty hard last week.
I mean, just nowadays is a good time to start getting
yes,
into some of
yes.
these AI stocks.
Yeah. Last week it went down pretty hard.
Let's see. What was the other one that I had in mind? Upstart.
Upstart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's supposed to be. I haven't invested in either that or SoundHound yet, but they're on my watch list.
Yeah.
And they're AI related.
Yeah. Yeah. I have the one that I picked up last week was the I don't know if it has anything to do with AI, but what was the one I got last week? It was Applied Digital. And it's done okay. I've made $1 on it. A share.
Yeah.
You know, $1 in 4 or 5 days ain't since Monday.
$1 per share.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
$1
not
per
bad.
share since Monday. That's not bad.
Upstart is up $8 the last couple of months, about 10%.
Yeah, there's
The last month it did really. The last 1 month it's done well. In the last week it's down.
this
a
one
little
here
bit.
is the one I was reading about yesterday.
Nebius.
Nebius Group. Yeah.
Nebius
Yeah.
Group. Nebius Group.
It's tied in with Nvidia. Nvidia.
When it says group like that, a lot of times that's like a holding, and they might have to do with a lot of different.
Nvidia has something to do with them.
Okay, gotcha.
And being that if Nvidia is invested in them, you would think that it's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
So
it can't hurt really.
no,
I mean, unless you invest in some sort of stupid Chinese.
if I would got paid already this week, I would have bought me because it was yesterday was like at early low 40s. I would have got me some.
Oh man, what did it say it's up to? Did it say-
46.
Oh,
46 a share. So
Yeah.
it opened at 40 today, and it's at
that's good.
yeah. Today it opened at 40. Today's high was 50.
Well, don't think that you've missed out.
No.
It's going
I
to
know.
fluctuate.
It's going to fluctuate. So I mean, we get paid tomorrow. Some people do.
Yeah. Do we?
Some people
What's
do.
the day? Oh,
Well,
okay.
We get paid on 25th, which was Tuesday. I get paid on 25th. Daphne gets paid tomorrow.
But it's only the 20th.
Yeah, but it's 21st, and you got Saturdays and Sundays don't count. So it's 2 days before.
Oh, I got
The
you.
credit unions usually get their money 2 days before.
Yeah,
So if payday's on Tuesday, it would be Monday, Friday. See what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I won't get no money, but I get paid on the 25th. Mine goes 25th.
I got you. I think
It just-
my credit union gets paid a day, but I think mine will still be after the weekend.
Well, I mean, if you get paid 2 days early, that's just 2 days earlier you're broke.
yeah, it runs out early, don't it?
Yeah, two days earlier.
Yeah, I know.
So-
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some people advertise on TV.
Yeah,
Switch and you get paid 2
2
days
days
early.
early. Yeah, it just means you're 2 day
Now-
2 day earlier broke.
I would switch if they advertised it and said, switch to our bank and your paycheck will be bigger.
Bigger. Yeah, yeah. 2 days earlier,
Expect a 10% raise.
and it lasts longer.
Yeah, they promised me it lasts longer. I'll
Yeah,
switch.
no, it don't happen like that. So it don't really matter to me. So
You know, all these companies, they want me to switch car insurance,
oh yeah,
homeowners insurance.
I
I don't switch because their commercials are so stupid.
go see the general.
I'm not seeing the general. It's stupid. I'm not going to Liberty Mutual.
Are you
Liberty.
With, are you with the military one?
I have USAA.
Yeah. I
And
figured you
to be
did.
honest, they getting pricey.
Yeah, I got State Farm, and it was we had pretty good rate, pretty good.
Well, State
It's-
Farm,
it's gone
their
up.
commercials aren't as stupid.
Yeah, I liked it when they had Jared though. Was it Jared? No, that's a Subway
Jake,
guy.
the
That was
Jake
a
from State Farm.
Subway guy. They had a white guy for one time though. Remember there was a white guy.
Well, that was just
Jake,
the initial Jake, and then
Yeah,
they switched.
But then he turned black.
Well,
White
I
Jake.
think the guy's also name is Jake because they were both there for a
Oh,
second.
Yeah, that's right. At one time they were doing both,
Yeah.
and now it's just Jake,
Yeah, it's the other fellow.
Black Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Black Jack, but Black Jake.
Yeah. It might be You know what? I used to like the Gecko commercials, but
Those
they're
are,
ridiculous.
yeah, they are.
They're
I-
ridiculous now.
I like the caveman.
Yeah, the poor caveman.
Yeah, poor caveman.
I don't see why he's so upset when the phrase "even a caveman can do it."
Exactly. I'd be proud of that
Yeah.
because a caveman can do it.
Yeah, that's very optimistic sounding.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you said, I guess that is a little condescending. So if they're like, hey, look at this app, anybody could use it, even Joe, I'd be like, oh yeah, I guess you're right, even me.
Yeah. Yeah, I need
It's
to.
a little-
I need
it's
to
a
start.
little-
I need to start pricing some insurance.
Shopping around. I know. Me too.
My insurance is high.
Me too.
We've had the same insurance company for now 6-7 years.
And they just keep raising it on you,
Every
don't
year
they?
it goes up, and we don't do nothing about it.
But
Yeah.
do you have a lot of claims?
Never.
The same, yeah.
Not one.
I know. Me
Not
too.
one in 6 or 7 years. No wrecks. No hail
It's all
damage.
these other people getting wrecks.
Nothing.
They making the price of that the insurance
Yeah.
company has to pay out, and then
Yeah.
they charge everybody, which I know is like how it works.
I think I'm gonna call Shaq the general.
Shaq and the general.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to do something. My car insurance is.
I don't know
crazy.
how they can have so many commercials and still be cheaper. Commercials
I
ain't
know
cheap.
they're spending too much money in commercials.
Yeah.
Maybe I ought to write them an email saying, "Hey, can you just quit? Like, just spend like 15% less on your commercials,
Yeah.
and just charge all of us 15% less."
Yeah, we used to be with
Can we do
Horse
that?
with a company called Horse Man.
I remember that company.
And
Yeah.
a lot of school teachers, they come to the school districts and stuff and pitch themselves and
You get a group rate.
get a group rate. We had them before, and Texas Farm Bureau. I was with Texas Farm Bureau for a long time.
Yeah.
And,
I just don't want to switch to the company that's got the stupid emu or these other commercials. They make me want to punch
I
myself
don't even
in
know
the
the
face.
name of that one.
That's Liberty Mutual also.
Oh, Liberty Mutual. That
Yeah.
one. Oh, the guy. Yeah. Okay.
There's a bunch of them that
You're
I'm
just
like,
a flightless bird.
yeah, I'm not getting
There'll
it.
never be nothing.
Unless they want to sponsor this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't have anything to do with AI. I just
No.
thought about it and it made me mad. That
Well,
my
maybe we ought to
insurance.
ask AI who we ought to go to.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They might.
I
they
think
might.
there's AI apps that will tell you
Probably.
you can shop around.
Anyway.
But then you have to have the exact same deductible, the exact same coverage on comprehension and collision, and the exact same all that stuff to compare, you know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about just getting like lowering my insurance of that car that just stays in the garage. And then my luck, it'd be sitting in the garage, something happened to it, you know.
Yeah.
Or we take it out on a weekend.
yeah, like a tornado hits, your garage falls in on it
Oh my
itself.
God.
and- yeah. That would suck. And then only have liability.
Yeah, that'd be my luck.
Yeah.
And then I'd have a
I don't have just
wrecked car
I've never
and
not,
still have
I've
a
never
payment.
just had liability because I'm not very lucky, and my luck would be I'd change over to liability one day and the next day it'd be gone.
Yeah.
So,
I do owe on that car, but I have the title. I just got a signature loan. I didn't get a car loan. So a bank doesn't own the title. But I still owe a little bit on it
you know,
left.
my mom passed away in October, and she had credit life on her car. So, you know, I contacted everybody. She didn't have a will, and so we got to go to probate.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I've contacted everybody, and they've all taken a death certificate and all done the right thing and done, like the gas cards, they wiped them out, which she didn't owe very much money. And I might have talked about this already. I don't know if I have or not. Have I?
I don't know about this.
But she has a credit life on the car, and which means if you die, it pays for itself.
Right.
Often, you know. And so I called GM, and they were like, "Well, we can't give you no information, sir. You're
Because you're not on the loan.
yeah, I'm not on
Yeah.
the loan. I'm not the executor of the will. We haven't gone to probate yet. And so we just been paying the payment since October. Because if we don't pay it, they're going to come repo it. And then we're out a car that's not even...
Did they say once it gets
Not even a year
done
old.
that you would get reimbursed from the...
No, they won't tell me nothing. I asked them, do I pay it?
You're still in this mess?
Yeah. So I pay the insurance, and I pay the car note every month on my mom's car since October. And the insurance is like $300-something bucks.
A month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the only reason why I bring this up is because she was with Texas Farm Bureau. So,
I wonder if they'll count it from the date that it should have been stopped.
I would hope so,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Even if they don't, once it happens, you won't be paying the insurance or the car note, and you
Yeah.
have the car. So it's kind of like getting a raise.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that monthly bill.
Right. I mean, I'm paying about $800 a month.
I need to
Total.
get my cars paid off.
Yeah. And I'm just a teacher. We don't make a lot of money.
I know. Well, you're not just a teacher.
I'm just a teacher, Joe.
Don't say just a teacher.
I'm just
You have to say it proud. I'm a teacher, and I don't get paid very much.
I'm just a lonely teacher, Joe.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a darn fine one.
Anywho. Oh, God.
That was our last episode. That's what I called the last episode.
Yeah.
Anywho.
All right.
Hey, let's wrap this up.
You want to?
Yeah.
It's been 30 minutes, Joe.
Oh, it's only been 30 minutes?
Only been 30 minutes. We've had so much fun talking that it seemed like we've been talking forever.
You know why?
Our first episode was only 30 minutes, though. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought at the time that
30
people
minutes
could
was
only
good.
be able to handle 30 minutes of us.
Evidently, though, they like listening to it when they drive.
Yeah, I would.
So, like, if I'm driving for hours, man, what not better thing to do than listen to Jesse and Joe?
That's true. Oh, I need to make the announcement.
What?
I forgot this is the first podcast since I made my own t-shirt company.
Oh, yes. Joe he got a t-shirt company.
Did I even tell you what the name of my company is going to be?
No.
Force 10 Apparel.
Force 10.
Yeah.
I like it.
You could spell it out FORCE 10
Yeah.
Apparel.
Force 10.
Yeah. I'm glad my name isn't Force 100.
You know what that reminds me of?
Huh.
Remember the old Hang 10?
Oh, yeah. Hawaiian
The
style.
Hawaiian
Hang
style.
10.
Those, yeah, had the little feet.
Yeah.
And on
Because you
t-shirts.
hang your 10 toes
Yeah. Yeah.
off the surfboard.
So Force 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Like force to the power of
So
10.
Have you made a t-shirt?
I have made a t-shirt. Thanks for bringing that up.
Tell me about that t-shirt, Joe.
It says, "What's going on with Jesse and Joe podcast?"
Oh, man.
It has a scale on it, which people
Yeah.
might see from our podcast, where depending on where they get it at.
Yeah, and our logo is kind of, I mean, it's cool and all, but
We
it's
made
not,
that
it's
on
not,
AI.
It's not perfect.
We made that on AI.
Yeah, it's not perfect. One of these days, maybe we get some money and we can get somebody to design us
A
one.
graphic designer.
Yeah, a graphic designer, make us a real one. But it works for now.
I think it would be faster if I just went to graphic design school
Yeah,
before we had enough money just to pay for a team
Probably.
of designers. And
probably
stuff.
we won't have enough money off the podcast yet.
Well, like this T-shirt that I made, it has a scale with a rock on one side that represents heavy thoughts,
Heavy thoughts.
and then
That's
there's
me.
a microphone on the other side. And I don't know, does that represent skinny truths?
Yeah,
It kinda
because it's
does.
a skinny mic stand.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a skinny, skinny.
And it's an old style, like me.
Old,
I'm
yeah.
old.
Got a big head and a skinny body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got a little pinhead though.
Well,
What size hat you wear?
7 1/8
Oh no, you don't have no pinhead. You
or
got- that's a good hat.
or 7 1/4,
Yeah.
depending.
I'm 7.5.
Oh, you got a big old head.
Yeah, I got big old melon.
Well, I normally wore 7 1/8, and then I get a hat, and I stand in line, and they shuffle you through this line
Yeah.
to get you a free hat. And you tell them your hat size, they put it on your head, and they kind of shuffle you out the door.
I used to wear 7 and 8 when I was in 7th grade.
Oh,
But my head's gotten fatter.
but this cowboy hat is too tight.
Yeah.
So I don't think 7
I don't-
1/8 really.
I don't know what's the size after 7.5. I might be there already, like 7 3/8, maybe
No, it'd be 7 5/8.
7 5/8.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's me.
I remember that
now.
because 7 4/8 would be a half.
Okay.
So 5/8 would
I haven't
be.
bought a cowboy hat in so long, but I'm probably putting money on it that
You're bigger now.
because things get smaller or something. Because I don't know, maybe my head just getting bigger. Because like when I buy boots,
Well, I didn't think my head got bigger, and in the military, my hat size was 7 1/8, but this hat don't fit at 7 1/8.
I buy boots. I used to wear 9.5. 9.5 forever.
And now you have 10s, 10
10 and a half. So what happened?
They might make shoes a little smaller now and just
Yeah.
say that it's 9 1/2.
Yeah, I wore like 9.5 boot, and I wore like a 10 shoe, and now I wear 11.5 shoe. It's weird.
When I was growing up, I wore a lot
My
of
pants too, Joe.
your
They've
pants.
gotten bigger too.
Well, I can't help. I don't have any idea how that would happen
I don't either.
because
but-
my pant sizes stay the same my whole life.
Oh man, mine hasn't. Mine hasn't. Mine just keeps getting bigger. I don't know. I think the Chinese, they're just small. They're not right when they measure. I think because
You buying your pants from the wrong place?
I
then.
bought a football jersey off of TikTok, and it was a 4 or 5X. That thing felt like a 2X.
like you bought a medium.
I'm like, man, them Chinese ain't right. Because I gave it to my son-in-law. It fit him perfect.
Well, that is a little
And he wears
different.
like a 2X.
That is different.
Yeah, yeah. It was nice too.
I think your pant size, though. I think
Pant size is just because I'm just
Yeah.
kind of growing outwards.
you know. I have an idea.
What?
If I could sell pants on like a big and tall store, and I would sell pants that start out at like waist size like 44, and I would call them the smalls.
Smalls, yeah, yeah. Guys would
Once
feel
you
good
get
about
to
it.
once you get to 48, medium.
Yeah, medium. Hey, man, I'm a medium. Yeah, I like that. It make a guy not have a complex.
That's right.
What
So
size you wear? I'm
that's a
medium.
good idea, huh?
Yeah.
Don't take it at anybody.
Or like 2X is a small.
Shirt size. Yeah.
2X is small.
Yeah.
3X is a medium. 4X is a large.
Well, why don't we do like a medium?
Medium.
Yeah, just have 2 M's.
Double M's.
That way you're not saying large. So a guy could be 4X, he's still getting in a medium.
So he wears double M.
Yeah.
So he could just say, "You got any?"
What size do you wear? They're like, I got you,
I
sir.
got you.
Right here at Force 10 Apparel.
Force 10 Apparel.
Right now, that's only going to be available on Etsy.
Etsy.
And then I
Okay.
think there might be some other online
Yeah.
stores that I could get it on.
Did you put anything on the back of
I
that set sheet
did, yeah.
T-shirt?
Look at this. Look at this.
What did you do?
I put our QR code,
What?
and it will link straight to our Spotify
Ooh.
account where they can see every episode
That is awesome.
of what's going on with Jesse and Joe.
That's pretty cool.
And I know that we're not on video or anything, but we can look at it as we talk about it.
yeah.
So the front has the what's going on with Jesse and Joe. One side says heavy thoughts, and then down there it says skinny truths on the microphone side. Underneath it, it says the podcast. On the back, it has a, what do you call one of those little clacker things that they would have in the movies?
The
Like,
movies, like
action.
action. Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
don't know
has
what it's
one of
called.
those, and it has our QR code in it, and at the bottom it says what's going on.
Cool.
And here's a cool thing about that. Not just that you can be wearing it, people could scan it and find our podcast, but the website where I made the QR code tells me whenever it's been scanned.
So you know how many people are getting on.
Yeah, and
That's-
it tells
that's
you
cool.
the city and the country.
Yeah.
Because I got an email popped up that said, congratulations, you got a first scan. I was like, what's that? And it showed me that because myself had
Because you scanned it. Yeah.
to make sure it works.
That's cool.
And it said Dallas, United States. Because my phone has the VPN thing that, and the closest thing was Dallas. So
How weird was that the other day at school when we were there in that training? We were in the cafeteria.
I know what you're gonna say. It is weird.
And that teacher came up to us and said, "Hey, what about that podcast y'all got?
Yeah,
I got some questions."
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
more. There's more folks listening
Yeah.
than I think we thought
I get
initially was.
I get weird feelings about that. Like
Yeah.
I'm wondering like if people are going, these guys are dumb or these guys are stupid.
I wasn't thinking that until you just now
but-
brought it up.
but
Now
every-
I have a complex.
Yeah. But everybody I've talked to says they like it. I don't know if they're just being nice or what, but so far so good.
Well,
I
if they
think.
don't like it, keep listening, y'all, because it's gonna get better.
Yeah, we're just learning.
Yeah. Speaking of learning, how long did it take us to set it up tonight?
Yeah.
An hour and a half, y'all. My microphone boom stand thing was falling over in my face.
Yeah.
I had to clip it to something else, and that took forever.
And then we
While
could-
I'm doing that, Jesse is trying to figure out why we can't hear ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then you know what? I don't think
We restarted it,
I don't think
unplugged stuff.
yeah, unplugged it, restarted twice, and it was just the volume on the box that we didn't turn it up.
But in all fairness, these little things. It looks like
They just keep going around and around and around.
yeah.
They
There's
don't
no
have a stop.
right. It
So-
doesn't say
so
1 through
that's-
10 with
yeah,
a little.
So that's the deal. But yeah, they just go around. But yeah, we yeah.
we
My
got a
wife-
little flustered.
My wife's gonna be mad at me because I told her, "Oh, we're gonna record a podcast for an hour and then I'll be home." Well, it took us an hour and a half or so to get hooked up.
When we started figuring out the volume situation and why we couldn't hear ourselves, then your mic started to slip
Yeah,
from the, because they're kind of latched to the table,
yeah,
but we're in a makeshift table in this studio of ours.
yeah,
And for the record, it's a room in my house.
yeah.
I call it Studio 4A.
No, Force A.
Oh, force. Well, I was thinking it was the fourth bedroom technically, because this
True.
is technically a bedroom.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Well, I mean, they sell it as an office, but it's a because it has a closet
Yeah, yeah, I see it.
and
Okay.
a window.
Yeah,
Although the doors
Studio
are like
Force A.
Force 10. Well,
Force 10 Studios.
Force 10 Studios.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe I'll start that.
yeah.
Force 10 Productions.
Force 10 Productions. That sounds good.
Well,
'Cause
if
it
I
sounds
call
like
it that,
Forston.
if
Yeah.
I call it that, I would want to get other podcasts, not just our explicit
Yeah,
ranting one.
I
mean,
think
other people could
I
use
think
this
we need
equipment.
to advertise of us doing other people's podcasts for them.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah,
And then we could be the producer, like looking stuff up.
yeah.
And they would be the talent on their
Yeah.
podcast.
I think we could charge money. We can you can get some money back.
What? Well, herein lies the rub. If we charge them money, and their podcast goes out to everywhere ours goes, Amazon Music,
Spotify.
iHeartRadio, Spotify, then how would they make money? Or they wouldn't
No,
necessarily.
they wouldn't. They just had to go buy the equipment.
That's true. Yeah,
I
it would
mean-
be saving them right off the get go, huh?
Yeah, they don't have to buy the equipment. We're set up. We had the room. We had the house. Whatever.
Yeah.
We
In
built it
Force 10 Studios,
in Force 10
a
Studios.
part of Force 10 Production.
Yeah, yeah. Studio A, Studio B, Force 10. Yeah,
Hey, we're on to something.
yeah, yeah.
I think there would be all kinds of good podcasts that people could do. You know what I'd like to listen to?
What's that?
Like old ladies swapping recipes. They would tell us about what it is that they made and then like how to make it. I could listen to that driving down the road.
I think like us just talking and we just talk. I think people like to listen because it's like they're eavesdropping on our conversation.
They kind of are.
Really, because we and you are just having a conversation.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're going to talk about
No.
when we start. We
No.
just start talking and rambling. And so it's like somebody sitting in the booth next to you at the restaurant trying to hear what the hell their guys are talking about next door. You
You're-
know?
Whoever's listening to me right now, you're being sneaky.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I
kinda
think
cool
you're
in a
right.
way.
Well, I do like. I can listen to
that's the premise.
anyone.
That's how I want this to be.
Me too.
I want it to be us talking and just having a conversation, just like we would when we go eat at the coffee shop, go eat breakfast, whatever in the morning, or go eat lunch, and we just talk. And the guy next door of us is eavesdropping on our conversation, and that's how I want this to kind of go. So
I can listen to anything in the car as long as it's talk.
oh yeah, yeah,
If my XM radio goes out and it's only on the where you only get like 2 channels because they want you to subscribe,
yeah.
I can listen to that medical channel. And it's me, a heart doctor talking to other heart doctors. And I'm like, I feel like I'm learning something. You know? But
Yeah.
since I do have XM radio,
Yeah,
I can listen to all kinds of stuff.
yeah,
I listen to the Patriot Channel, Conservative Talk Radio.
yeah.
I listen to the Progressive Talk Radio. And that is hilarious. I mean,
I bet hear them crying or what, complaining.
oh my God. It is. I mean, it'll make you, it'll cross your eyes.
I bet.
It is, yeah.
I don't
It's
even-
wackadoo like Circus Central.
I mean, I'm going to call myself out here, but the only 2 talk channels I have are Fox and the Conservative channel on my radio. Everything else is music.
I can listen to the comedy channels.
No, I'm not. I don't ever listen to those.
No,
Uh-uh.
there's a couple that I can't because they're explicit, and I
And
don't
you
want
always got the kids with you in
yeah.
the car. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Oh no, I take that back.
Conan O'Brien has a channel on the XM, and his is a lot of podcasts and
Yeah. I have
interesting guests on there.
I do the fantasy football channel. I
Oh.
listen to.
I do listen to that
ideas,
especially the
During the
beginning of the
season.
season.
And now I've just deleted it off and added another music station.
I pretty
don't
much
need it
only
right
listen to that in the beginning of the
Yeah.
season.
I listen to it all year.
That's how you get your top picks.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I get the top picks.
Well, yeah, and my point is like we can just listen to anything.
True.
If I hear people talking to me, like it's way better.
Yeah.
If Wendy's driving though, she wants to hear music.
Yeah, and if
She tells me that these people put her to sleep.
if Daphne's in the truck with me, we don't listen to talk radio. We listen to music.
Oh, okay.
I only listen to it when I'm by myself.
I would like to listen to it whenever I get a chance. So if that's
Me
in
too.
the car,
Me too. That's what
Or
that's
in
how
my
you, That's how you
office.
know what's going on in the world.
yeah.
That's how you get your news.
Well, I don't even care if it's news. I could hear the guys on Car Talk.
True that.
If
True-
I learn
true
how
that.
to when to swap out an alternator, well, that's really not the case because you would know because it's bad. But
Yeah.
anyway, you know what I mean? Like if I could learn something that way, or the
Right,
medical show,
Right.
or them talking about like diseases, or
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, it's how you learn something.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I learned about the weather.
I don't
learned
know
about
what
the
people
news.
are learning about our show.
Yeah, they're learning that they're learning what not to say. So their guys is
They
full
can
of it.
Learn what stocks to not buy.
What stocks for next year not to buy? Like we're these stock gurus or something.
Well, the only one that would really went awry is that Chinese education one.
Yeah, Clue. Joe says, "Get that Clue." It ain't spelled CLUE. It's CLEU.
Yeah,
That's the first sign.
yeah. Well, it's not called Clue. I'm just saying that's how I remembered it.
It's at 10 cents right now. We bought it like at $6 or $7 or something. $5. I don't know what it was. It's 10 cents.
$5.99. Yeah, whatever it was.
10
It's
cents.
10 cents.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Way to go, Joe.
Well, now they know to not buy that.
Definitely don't buy it. Don't buy anything we say.
Yeah. Don't buy Sunoco. Sunoco, it does me pretty good. I just got $7.22 today because I own 8 shares.
Oh, that's awesome. Got a dividend.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
And
good.
I
You
like
can buy
s-
some XRP with that.
I like Sunoco. I think they're a Texas company.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunoco was Trumpet Corp or something like that.
Well,
Right?
I owned New Star,
Yeah.
which was a Texas oil company, and then they got bought out by Sunoco. But Sunoco, it's also that's in Dallas.
Yeah.
But Sunoco's been around forever,
Yeah.
and its dividend is 5.95%.
How do you say that name? Sunoco?
Sunoco, Sunoco.
Sunoco.
Maybe I've been pronouncing it
It's
wrong.
actually owned by Energy Transfers, which is a pipeline company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they own a controlling interest in it. That's who owns that. I
only have 8 shares,
I
so
like
but I
saying-
hope it does well.
I like saying Sunoco.
Sunoco?
Yeah, even though there's no ooh in there. I guess you could say a O as an ooh.
Sunoco. Sunoco.
Sunoco. Sunoco. Yeah, I like it. It sounds better that way. Sunoco.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like a grape Sunoco.
Sunoco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I like at least all of these stocks I got. They seem to be doing pretty good. I got Roblox. Did we talk about that?
Oh, that one went up.
Roblox is the game that
Yeah.
all the kids like to play.
I was watching Fox Business News the other day, and they talked about Roblox.
My kids told me that you can buy it, the stock, and I said
Yeah.
no, you can't buy stocks of Roblox because
they're blocks.
well, no, I just thought it's owned by a big company.
Yeah.
Right? I just thought it was a video game that's part of, a big
Yeah.
thing. I was like, maybe it's part of this game or maybe it's part of this. And they said no. And so I looked it up. Sure enough, Roblox is its own company, publicly traded.
Yeah.
So I bought 2 shares, one for each kid.
Oh, okay.
And I bought it for like $70.
Oh, wow.
And it plummeted. So when it went down, I ended up buying more stocks because I started reading about it, and a lot of people were optimistic.
I kind of screwed up.
So I bought 13 shares, and then I bought like another 10 or something like that.
I don't know. That Palo Alto Networks, I sold what I had.
And you should not have?
I should not have. I mean, I sold it for more than I got it for, but which wasn't much. But now it's probably gone up $7 or $8 for what I sold it for. So that
Well,
was
if it dips down, buy it again.
I did. I have a alarm on it
Oh, okay.
in case it hits again. I'll get some. But
Well, I bought Roblox when it went down, and so
Yeah.
my average cost is only $34, and they
Okay.
up in the mid-60s.
well, Joe, let's just get off the stock talk. People don't want to hear our bad stock tips.
A lot of people like Roblox. These kids play it all the time.
Roblox.
Yeah.
I mean,
These kids ask me for Robux.
Robux.
That's the dollar that you use in the game.
Yeah.
And you
I don't know nothing about them games. Fortnite, Roblox,
Fortnite.
Yeah.
That sounds like 2 weeks if you ask me.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
a Fortnite. Yeah.
But actually, I've played that game, and it's pretty.
Speaking of 2 weeks, we've
it's
probably been
pretty
doing
fun.
podcasts for over 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we've been doing it for over a fortnight.
Oh
Literally.
yes.
Yeah.
We should have had a Fortnite episode.
Yeah.
Our 2 week.
Ah, we could have called it that, huh? We could have called it that.
Yeah. Now we've done it for maybe 3 fortnights.
3 fortnights.
So that's 6 weeks.
No, not fortnights. Force nights.
Would that be the same?
Yeah.
2 weeks, or
Yeah.
would it be like a month?
That's it's bigger.
A force night. Maybe it
A
could be.
force night is bigger.
Maybe be like a month and a half.
We've done these for a force night.
You're,
At
dar-
Force
you're,
10
dar- you're darn right
at
we
Force
have.
10 Studios.
I can't wait till these T-shirts come in.
Me either. I can't wear mine.
After we bought
I
it,
wish it was a hoodie though.
After I made it, it said, "Do you want
But
to
I-
purchase your own thing?"
Yeah.
And so I said, "I guess I'd better."
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
you don't want a customer buying it and
No.
it turned out, like garbage.
No, we got to have advertisement too.
And then I bought you and me one.
I mean, I'm like a billboard. Yeah.
That is great advertising.
yeah, it is.
and
is.
it's hilarious.
It is hilarious on top
So
of
I
that.
bought you and me one, and
Yeah.
then I was like, well, my brother lives right here in town.
Yeah.
I should buy him one.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't want to just have me one and not my wife one, so I
What
bought
do you
my
think
wife
it costs for a day on that billboard in town, that digital one?
one. Per day?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they charge you per day.
Be good if they would though, huh?
Just- we can scrounge up enough money just to
Yeah,
put one
for one day.
1 day.
24 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'd hopefully be
Have
a
the
weekend.
QR code up there.
Hell, it'd be a weekend.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they'll do a weekend. Hey,
Oh.
they do happy birthdays on it.
Do they?
Yeah.
It can't be that much then.
It can't be. They do happy birthdays.
Is it the digital rotating one?
Yeah, the digital rotating one.
My luck, every time that ours would come up, that no one would be looking, and then they would look up and it would switch to the burger
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah. No, it's going to go for a while.
I bet we could
You
get
know?
it. I bet we could do it for a month.
Yeah. That's a good idea. I'm thinking about it. Today I drove by it and I went, and it's right there. There's one when you come over 35 and Best Buy and Home Depot.
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
right,
yeah.
There's one right there. So you, like, as you're going over the freeway,
That'd be a good one.
you just see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked AI to make me a billboard advertisement for the podcast.
Okay.
It was a little cheesy. It wants to misspell words.
Yeah. What's up with that?
I mean, I don't know. When you're talking to it and it spits out a paragraph,
It tells you exactly
nothing,
what it's going to put.
but nothing is misspelled.
But it's never right.
then
when
it
they
makes
do
you some sort of artwork.
Yeah.
It's all jacked
It's
up.
always jacked up. I don't get it. I don't understand that part
And then
of
you
AI.
tell it to
I
just.
think it does it on purpose. Honestly.
Well, it asks if it can improve it. Then you tell it what to do. It will not improve it. It said, "What's going on?"
Yeah, what's going on?
Or it'll
what's
leave-
going?
Yeah, it'll leave the word on,
Well, Jesse and Joe.
Off.
Jesse and Joe are going.
and it'll leave off. It'll put the apostrophe in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
It just.
Yeah, or it'll put 2 G's or at the end, like whatever word it'll add an extra letter or two. Yeah, I don't understand it.
Well, I
I
think
mean-
it's because there's an algorithm trying to make an image, and those letters on the image aren't text.
Maybe.
Like if it was a text block, I think it could spell it right, but it's just trying to put colors to make an image.
Yeah.
And those images, when they're letters and words, they just don't come out right.
Well, if Daphne stays home tomorrow and my truck don't start, you might have to come pick me up.
Whew, that's leaving early.
Yeah. Man,
Well, let me know tonight so I can get me and the
Yeah.
kids packed up early.
if I can get home and I'm going to hook up the trickle charger and trickle charge one of the batteries, and then the other battery I can put the jump box on it and it'll probably start.
Yes,
I
folks,
just
he has
don't-
not bought batteries yet.
Nope.
We've
nope,
been talking about this for a fortnight.
exactly. No, maybe a force night. But yeah, no, not yet. So, but I'm close to getting them. I'm close
Because you're going to
getting
go down to Costco down in,
'em. I'll go to Costco and get some.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's that one right in Georgetown.
They say like at those auto zones and stuff, they'll put them in for you, but I doubt it. I doubt one guy want to go out there and put 2 batteries in my truck.
Why wouldn't he?
I don't know.
I mean, that's what they get paid for.
You think?
I mean, it is cold out, folks. I know that wherever you're at, with the exception of Rashid over in Dubai, it's probably colder.
Probably.
But for us here in Central Texas,
It was like 14
it
degrees.
is freezing.
It was like 14 degrees this morning.
Yeah.
That's cold.
Whatever it was, the feels like temperature was like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I can't remember if it was 18, feels like 2, or whatever it was. But
it was cold.
if it feels like 2, I'm not a fan.
I went outside in a sweatshirt and my underwear
Why would you do that?
to go jump my truck.
Not this guy. I'm not getting out in that.
I didn't.
I'm skinny,
I had my
Jesse.
boxers.
I'm not built for that.
I had my boxers on and a sweatshirt and tennis shoes.
I'm built for about 85.
Yeah, you are. I'm built for like right now.
For Arctic temperatures.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's better in case you get stuck out in something. You
Yeah.
got a higher survival rate.
Yeah. As long as I got some bottles of water in my truck, I'm good. I can survive.
You could just hike it to the closest
Yeah.
help.
I could do it.
I might freeze and keel over when they just find me
Or
there
that
a
would suck
little
if
skinny.
my bottles of water
popsicle.
were frozen. That would suck.
Well,
I mean, if it's
you could
freezing,
still- well-
how could you drink it?
you could still
Lick it?
walk for a day without drinking that water.
Maybe
No, you can. I know it. It's scientifically proven.
it is.
Yeah.
Was a scientist fat?
Good question.
See, that's what I'm saying. They didn't. That algorithm wasn't
That
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's known that you can go without water for quite a while.
Well, I've gone a day without drinking.
Anything?
Not on purpose, but yeah, on purpose. I mean, not on purpose. What I mean,
Oh, okay.
like been so busy,
You
and I
just
just
re-
worked.
you turned around, next thing you know, you hadn't
Yeah.
drinking anything.
Right, I hadn't drank anything all day. Well, not all day because that would not 24 hours. At least 12 hours
Yeah. Like
I'm
during
gone.
during the course of the workday.
during the course of work day. Yeah, and be so dehydrated, that you're driving home and your hands are cramping.
Yeah.
Because I used to work a pipe wrench, man, out there in the oil field, breaking tools down. And you use your hands so much, I'd be driving and my hands would cramp up. And yeah, because you didn't have enough water.
Did you guys usually have like a bucket, or like those water type buckets
Yeah,
that
but
has a little dispenser on it?
man, at those locations, they provided water for you. They didn't want nobody to get dehydrated.
I mean, is that what they had for all the
No.
workers, or they just give you individual bottles?
Some places had how they had the ice places where you open the doors and there's ice bags in there.
Mhm.
Some places had those. You just go in and get ice. They'd have those popsicles that were electrolyte popsicles inside the freezer, inside the trailer where the company men were. They always had plenty of stuff for us to drink.
Yeah.
But a lot of us was just working.
They don't
working,
need you
working.
falling out.
No, but I guess I'm just dumb.
You
I would just work,
didn't drink it.
work, and not drink.
Did you sometimes just carry your own tea or Dr. Pepper or whatever out there?
Yeah, that was probably some of the problem too. Just drinking caffeinated
Yeah.
drinks. and not drinking water. But I don't do that anymore.
I know. You've been pretty good.
Mr. Cone was like today, he's like, what are you drinking in there? You got a Sonic drink? I'm like, no, it's water. I bought water at Sonic.
You did?
59 cents.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I drank 2 of those today.
Well, I saw there was water in it, but I thought maybe you had switched after you're done with your tea.
Nope.
You just put water in it.
Nope.
You know what I like? That girl at work, Rachel, turned me on to is Dirty Dr. Pepper,
Yeah.
and that's got some sort of. It makes it a cream soda.
Yeah, Daphne likes those.
They put a sweet cream in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Daphne likes those.
And then they throw a lime wedge in there.
Yeah, that just don't sound right to me.
It doesn't sound it, but it
No.
tastes good.
And I don't understand either. Look, okay, I buy this in Belton. 59 cents for a Route 44 water
Over in Belton, yeah,
in Belton.
yeah.
99 cents in Temple, Sonic.
Huh. They
40
need to
cents
get,
difference.
well, they get their act together. Like,
I
say,
don't-
hey,
I
you
don't
guys need to
underst-
call
but,
each
but
other.
why? I mean, I don't understand what's the difference.
Maybe it was some sort of special.
And it's not the tax rate because that was before the tax.
What about maybe
It
it was
was
a
$1
special?
something.
Did you buy one at the?
No, both I bought it with my app.
No, I mean, did you buy one during like halftime,
No.
half off
No.
something?
No, the app is all of it is always half price.
Hmm.
So I don't understand that. So you're telling me that they were going to charge me? Here you go again. Even the one that was 59 cents. Are you going to charge me $1? What is that? $1.20, $1.18? If I don't buy it with the app and I get it through the deal, you're going to charge me $1.18?
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or at the one in Temple, it's 99 cents. Are they going to charge me $1.98?
I guess so.
That's ridiculous.
I don't
For
know.
Water.
Honestly, I'm never gonna order water.
I mean, I don't mind paying 59 cents because the ice is good,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But when you talk about paying over $1 for it, that's kind of dumb. So I don't stop at the one in Temple anymore.
It's better than out of a machine, and you're paying well over $1 for a 20-ounce bottle of water.
Yeah.
You know, like a Dasani or something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, man! At the sporting games here in town, like the school games, you know, all the drinks
Yeah,
are $3.
yeah, yeah.
Even a bottle of water,
Yeah.
$3. I mean, I don't know how the people afford that. It's crazy.
I think because you're going to a game, you just kind of chalk it up to you're spending money.
Yeah.
You know you're going to spend so much to get in. You're going to spend
Yeah.
$20 at a concession stand, whether it's going to be a couple of drinks, the nachos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you just
Yeah.
got to chalk it up to entertainment.
Daphne just texted me. She said, "Hey, will you work the scoreboard at the baseball game on Saturday?" And I'm like, "No, because
We got a podcast to record.
exactly we got breakfast too.
We got, most importantly, breakfast.
That's the most important." So.
For those who don't know, Jesse and I eat breakfast every single week, and usually it's Saturday morning.
Yeah, every morning, every Saturday. Well,
But they got the best breakfast.
yeah, it's a little pricey. It's worth it though.
I don't even want to look at my bank account.
What we spent on breakfast
Yeah.
on Saturdays since
I bet I could do a
since
search
June.
for that one place.
When did we start? June.
We did it over the summer because
Yeah.
it was every Monday. And then
Yeah.
when school started, and then
Saturdays.
we've been in school for over 6 months.
Wow. Hey, but we don't have very many vices.
I mean, that's
We
true.
don't smoke cigarettes.
No,
We don't dip snuff.
nope,
We don't drink beer.
nope,
We don't drink whiskey.
nope.
So what are we gonna spend our money on?
I mean, I could save it and pay off my cars. That way I won't have a monthly car payment.
$10 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the breakfast is so good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a
Like-
barbecue. It's a barbecue place.
Yeah.
One of Texas top 50s places,
But
I believe.
y'all, if you had this breakfast and you had the means,
Yeah.
you would go there all the time. Their biscuits, they cut the biscuits in half,
Yeah.
then they put them on the flat top.
With lots of butter.
Oh my God, they're kind of crispy. They don't get soaked with
No.
butter. They're
No.
not like buttery, but they browned.
Yeah, your hands are greasy. Buttery.
Oh my goodness, their bacon,
Real
which of course is made in house,
in-house, real thick bacon.
and it's
big
crispy. It's
pieces
not
of bacon. Not no little
flappy and gross.
Not no little bitty piece of bacon or
Uh-uh.
thin. It's bacon.
Right.
It's man bacon.
I get this breakfast sandwich, and it's got that biscuit. I get the eggs over medium,
Yeah.
and they put them right on that sandwich over medium.
Yeah.
They sprinkle salt and pepper on them. They're seasoned great. Then I got that bacon that they put in half, so it's like four
Yeah.
half pieces of bacon.
Yeah.
Cheese, and then I deconstruct it after they deliver it.
Right.
I put butter and jelly on the biscuit. And I take the bacon off and just eat it with my hand. Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's a good
it's-
breakfast.
Anyway, you're making me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. You ate pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had to
Speaking
supply.
of eating, I
I had to
get
supply
Daphne something
dinner,
to eat. I got to stop and get Daphne something to eat.
and when
so-
it's my turn to make dinner, I order pizza on
Yeah.
occasion.
Well, I'm glad you ordered pizza because last time we were here and Wendy worked late, you didn't order nothing until Wendy got here,
I know.
and she was expecting food to be here
I
when
know.
she got here.
I messed up.
So you got a little wiser this
But
time.
sometimes you and I get to talking.
Yeah. We like to talk.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Uh.
Hey, we didn't say anywho. So,
Anywho, what else is on the agenda?
well, I think we need to wrap this thing up.
We're gonna try to figure out how to get that song.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Actually,
What's
maybe
going on?
we'll try to figure that out and add it to this one.
Beginning and the end.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you've heard that song at the beginning and the
Yeah.
end, we figured it out.
We figured it out.
If not,
Yeah.
stay tuned.
We didn't go to school to learn how to do this. We learned it on the fly.
I'm learning how to design a T-shirt on the fly,
Yeah.
which I'm super stoked about.
I'm a 60-year-old man playing with AI.
Hey, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
I bet you could just ask AI how to use AI.
Oh, yeah. It'll give you the prompts. Good prompts.
I like to tell it, act as a doctor and explain to me as if I'm a middle schooler. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you ask it from a doctor's point of view, you're getting the right, information.
Yeah.
But he might talk over your head.
Yeah.
I say, explain it to me as if I'm a middle schooler.
Middle
And they'll say,
schooler.
okay. And then it kind of dumbs it down for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it must really dumb it down because some of our middle schoolers are pretty dumb.
But in a good way.
Just saying. I'm just saying. Our educational.
Well, it's not their
systems.
fault. They
No,
just haven't been
no.
exposed to a lot of
I mean, like,
stuff.
what they say something about I forgot what was it. 8th graders are reading at a 4th grade level is what they say on the news or something like that. Middle schoolers or junior high kids or whatever reading at a 4th grade level.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not. It's
That's
not good.
Joe.
That depends on what. I don't know how they use that scale.
I don't either, but they report on it.
So does that mean an 8th grader is reading at what a really, really smart 4th grader is reading at?
I mean,
You could have a really well-read 4th grader.
yeah.
No, I'm sure it's
I
just
bet
a
your
4th
kid, when he was in
grade
4th
average.
grade, could read anything.
Yeah, they were.
So
good
what does that
readers.
mean? Literally, what does it mean? Is a 4th grader dumb? Is that what they're saying? They can only read at a 4th grade level?
No, I think it's what a 4th grader
but I
is
mean,
expected
really,
to be
your
able
boys,
to read.
I bet you when they were in 4th grade, they could read pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're a 4th grader. That really doesn't make any sense in
I
a
know.
way.
I just got what Riley tested back at, and it just said greater than 12th grade, 9th month.
Wow. So like when they were in 4th grade, then they were reading at 8th grade
They,
level.
I don't know. It was always way above.
Way high.
And I don't know how we attribute that to anything. They did have a really good school in Louisiana that they went to, and it was a Christian school, and it was called the ABECA
Yeah.
was the curriculum, and I don't know if that curriculum just
Yeah, my niece went to
taught them.
my niece went to a homeschool deal. It was a Christian homeschool where she went twice a week, got her work, went home and did her work. I mean, she graduated from college with a 4.0. Now she's in veterinarian school.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's those Christian
Well,
schools.
our kids, what
pretty
I
good.
liked about it is from kindergarten, and Riley started K4 there, so he was 4, and so they start writing in cursive from the get-go.
Yeah.
And they don't teach them A, B, C, D. They start it in the middle.
What?
Yeah. And that's what Wendy and I said.
So
We're like,
MNOPQRSTUV?
no, it was they
WXYZ?
started. No, not even like that. They started with the letters that go the same when you're writing in cursive. So a T, an L, a U, an I, and then they started with like a T and then a U. So then they made them put those two together. So you write a T like this, right, and then you cross the T, and then they would tell them and then they would have them pronounce it and write it, and then they got to doing the L.
Huh.
And the other one, you know what I mean? So
We
they're
didn't do it
all
like
kind
that.
of.
When we learned,
I
we
know,
just, we
it
just
was-
did A, B, C, and just went on down the line. That's
Right.
pretty cool.
But both
Makes
of them,
sense.
and both of them had great handwriting, cursive.
Yeah.
When they went to Texas, Riley stayed using
Well,
cursive.
they didn't go to Texas. We're still in Texas.
I mean, right. When they made the move from a Louisiana,
Louisiana
school to
to
a
Texas,
Texas
yeah.
school, Riley stayed using cursive, but he didn't have the teachers teach him cursive.
Yeah.
Like they were really strict. They're like, no, your loop's a little too far, or this letter's
So
too high.
It's got a little sloppier.
Yeah. And Aiden switched from cursive to writing, to printing.
To printing.
But since he hadn't grown up printing, it was like he was a brand
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 guy
new.
writing.
His
yeah.
A and his N from Aiden would be both capitalized, and then the middle would be
Yeah.
lowercase. And
Yeah.
I don't know. They just get a little. But both of them can write cursive, and both of them
That's
can
cool.
print. But neither one is great now,
Yeah.
and which is a little
I
disappointing.
used to
'cause
write cursive really well, and then I just got to where I was just printing everything. And then I got at one point in my life, my print looked like cursive.
You
if
you
that
just
makes
merge
any
them,
sense.
kind of merge it
Kind
together.
of merged the print and kind
Yeah.
of it looked pretty good.
It does make sense.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
And I think I do that too. I think the older we get, we figure out a very legible and efficient way to write.
Yeah, yeah.
So it may not be a perfect cursive, and it may not be perfect, printing,
yeah.
but we getting the point
We're
across
getting
quickly.
the point across, yeah, exactly. Just like
I-
on this point on this podcast,
Not quickly though.
not quickly.
I stepped in and did a
You
dyslexia
stepped in
class.
dog poop. What?
No, I stepped
Oh.
into the dyslexia class. I covered down.
Oh, for Miss. Yeah.
Yeah. So
7th grade hallway.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, "What are we working on in here?" And they're like, "Well, we're working on dyslexia stuff." And I'm like, "Well, that's not helping me. Like, what are we doing?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, sometimes we learn cursive." I said, "Okay, let's do that." I said, "Let's practice writing our names in cursive." They're like, "We already know how to do that." I was like, "You need to practice. Like, practice having a signature.
Yeah, like you're gonna do an autograph.
Like your autograph."
Yeah,
And
I've
I said-
always done that.
I said, "Hey, I'm 52 and I still practice
I
writing."
practice mine too.
We just kind of when you're
Yeah.
doodling, but kids don't really.
Oh, I doodle all the time. We had that meeting. What was that? What Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I doodled the whole time.
Yeah. I often practice my signature,
Yeah,
but that's what we did. We got out a little.
I practiced my
Markers.
graffiti on Tuesday.
You did?
Yeah, you know how the graffiti writers on the wall put
Yeah.
your name and stuff. That's what I was doing. I was doodling.
So
Yeah.
if there's a time to do any graffiti, you'd be ready.
I'll be ready.
I don't know when that would come up.
I don't either, but you never know when it might. So you gotta be ready.
You know how they had to take that bathroom door off?
Yeah.
What if they were just
They
going to throw
they
the?
put it back on.
Yeah, but if they had to destroy it, like throw it out,
Yeah.
then you could have like your blank canvas of a
Yeah.
bathroom stall door,
Practice.
and you could write your graffiti on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would it say Jesse? Did you
Yeah.
practice writing
My
Jesse?
name. Yeah. I was tagging my name. Tagging that baby.
But not with the symbol. Well, you just use your real name.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'd get caught by the police if you were really
I didn't
doing
put my
graffiti.
last name.
Oh,
You know how many Jessies there are?
quite a few. I can
Lots. Lots.
imagine. A lot.
Are there any? Are there any kids at school named Jesse? I'm thinking about it. Thinking, I don't think
I don't think there
I don't
are.
think I've ever heard of a kid being called Jesse at school. Maybe a girl, Jessica.
I don't think there's very many Joes either. Although Joe being a very popular name,
Yeah,
we have a couple of Josephs, but they actually just go by
Named
their full name, Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah. It is crazy.
Very common names you and I have.
Yeah,
No kids.
Jesse and Joe.
No
Sounds
kids
good
go
too
by-
when you say it together like that.
It does.
What's going on with Jesse and
What's
Joe?
going on? That song's gonna be stuck in my head.
I mean, honestly, I think the only reason why we named it "What's Going On with Jesse and Joe" is because we thought we could use that song.
The
The-
other song.
Yeah, the 4 Non Blondes. What's going on?
I do
Yeah.
like that song, and
Me
that
too.
song will occasionally get
Yeah.
stuck in my
Remember
head.
the first podcast we made?
Yeah,
We had to take it off because we didn't have the copyright. We didn't have permission.
right.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could just write them and just say, "Hey, let's."
Yeah.
Use... Well, now that we have this one, that's a pretty
Oh,
catchy
yeah,
head
that's-
bob
I
song.
like that. That's a head
And we
bobber.
have one of our friends at work who knows how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
Said he can write us a little intro.
Yeah. I like the head bobbing song though, man. That thing makes you bob your head.
Yeah.
Something about it. So
And Rashid says we don't have to pay him any royalties.
nope,
so
we don't.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Shout out, Raj.
You know what? I saw him on Instagram.
You did?
Yeah. He owns a website called Chef's Play. And now they have their own storefront.
Really?
Yeah. So it's on the Instagram, and he's showing you like all these chefs' knives. They've
Oh, that's
got
cool.
food.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Amazon of the food world.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a website. I told him he needs to do one in the U.S., a U.S. version, and I'll help him out with it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we do.
Force 10 Productions.
Force
I
10
could probably have a
Productions.
website.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he's already got the website.
Yeah.
He just needs to get the. You'd have to get the warehouses. You know, they'll
Yeah.
figure out the delivery.
Yeah.
It's all logistics. Can't be that hard. I could do it.
I do logistics.
I know you do.
Yeah.
You're a logistic
Yeah.
fool.
I'm a logistic fool. I'm actually a fool that does logistics.
I think that's different though.
Maybe.
I would if you're going to get hired, don't say it that way.
Don't say it like that.
No, don't say you're a fool that knows logistics. You need to say I'm a logistics fool.
I'm a logistics fool.
Yeah.
Not a fool that does logistics.
A very way more of a positive
Then I can
spin
do
on
my
it.
Mr. T impersonation. I pity the fool that does logistics.
You need to get a haircut like Mr. T. You're pretty close.
I'm close to it, but I can
That
do it.
sucker will stand up.
Oh, it damn sure will stand up.
I wonder if you went super bald, mohawk. You know how he had like the little lines
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
edge?
Yeah.
I wonder how long it could go from that to how it is now.
It would probably take about,
A month?
yeah, maybe a month. Yeah.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Maybe not during the school year.
Yeah, I did summertime. where I can
Summertime.
wear
We
at
get
least-
some good
If
pictures.
I don't like it, I can wear a cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get some good pictures. And by the time school's back on, you'd be grown out and nobody would know the difference. Nobody would be the wiser.
I'm doing it. Like you're blonde. Yeah, Joe's blonde, by the way. I guess it's
I
blonde.
don't think my friends.
It's kind of the same color as Donald Trump's.
I don't think I really started that. I don't think
How-
he did it because of me, though.
How is his eye? Does he dye the eyebrows too?
I mean, he's the president. He can do whatever he wants.
But I mean, do people dye those?
I would imagine they do.
Because I mean, his eyebrows and his hair is the same color.
Well,
so
I-
like,
I think he's
is he not
naturally
gray?
that-
Is he not gray-headed? Because that's not gray.
I don't know.
It looks yellow to me.
Well, I think he's been
It's gotten lighter and lighter. though.
light colored hair for
It's
a
gotten
long
lighter
time.
and lighter. I'm curious about it though. When I see him, all I think about is his hair.
I'm sure he has a
Like,
stylist.
how the hell is he 80 years old and his hair is like that color?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
I'm sure he has a stylist.
because you remember it used to be darker than that. I think
I'm gonna have to go back and look at some old pictures.
it used to be darker than that.
I mean, everybody has pictures. I mean, he's been in the
Yeah.
public eye for 30, 40 years,
I mean,
if not more.
all right, Joe. I need to go get Daphne some supper.
Your wife just texted us in a group text.
Oh my God.
She's listening to a previous episode, and she says, "I'm cracking up over the band shirt ideas. That's a moneymaker." You're darn right it is.
You know, I'm glad she enjoys listening to our podcast. You know. Yeah, I said, are you just?
So we know there's one.
Yeah, she enjoys it. She's laughing. I hear her in the room laughing last night, and I'm like, "Are you really laughing like this? Do you think it's funny?" She goes, "Yeah, I think it's funny." I'm like, "Okay, then we're doing our job then." You know, I'm like, sometimes I think, are we just, do we sound stupid and people laugh? I don't know, or are you just laughing because it's me? You know? She goes, no, y'all are funny. I'm like, okay. So.
I'm glad that we don't have to talk with our radio voice
Oh no.
for as long as we talk on this podcast.
No way. All right, Joe.
But I think it's cool that I can talk like this.
Yeah, you can talk like
It
that.
is.
Well, I can't talk like that.
Sometimes I just go to the studio, put on these headphones, and just talk into the microphone at myself.
I naturally want to have a high pitched voice.
Oh, not me.
Oh man, I want to talk like that. Really?
I talk
Especially if I get excited.
When I get excited, my
Yeah.
voice goes up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then sometimes when the middle schoolers will say something, I'm like, "Why do you want me to?" And then
Yeah.
I'll say, "Why did you just make my voice
Yeah.
go real high?"
Yeah, I do.
And they're
the
like,
same
"It's
thing.
not my fault, Mr. Joe." I was like, "It is too."
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could just talk like this all the time. I don't know. Now I'm starting to talk like I'm Mr. T, but yeah, I can't do it. I naturally just want to go down to this level like this, talk like this, and this. I've always been like that. I used to answer the phone, somebody, and they would say, "Oh, hold on, miss. He'll be right here." Swear to God. And I would go, "I'm a sir."
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny.
I don't
And
know. I don't know
yeah.
how I would.
Yeah.
I guess I would have to.
My dad used to answer the phone, and I had this. I could answer the phone just like my dad. I could do the exact voice. My dad could do the same voice as me when I was a teenager.
So does he? He does it naturally deeper.
Yeah, and he would answer the phone, and they thought it was me. And
But he would do that
a
intentionally.
girl would call or one of my friends, and he'd be talking to him like he was me. I'm like, oh my God, he's.
Did
a
he
mess.
say really weird stuff to embarrass you?
Oh yeah, he would.
Like, "Oh, I just got out of the bathroom,"
Yeah.
and you wouldn't guess what happened in there.
Yeah, exactly.
And the girls would be like, "Ah."
Yeah, he tried to embarrass me. But, I was a shy kid, Daphne. Not stuck up.
All
Yeah.
right, let's
Let's wrap this up, Joe.
let's do it.
I'm ready to go
'Cause
get some supper.
I'm ready to put this on live.
Live.
Well, not live because it wouldn't be live, but I'm ready for it to go.
Fortson. What? Force to go? Everything rhymes with that name.
I'm ready for it to go public.
I'm
is
ready
what the-
for it to go.
forced it.
Forston to go.
I think you're reaching.
Hey, Wendy. Wendy's home.
Oh,
Yep.
well, that's good. Oh, well, that's
Yep.
perfect timing. Then
Perfect timing.
for us to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's what time we wrapped it up last time. All right.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nope. Well, Joe, till
All
next
right.
time.
If we figure out our music,
Yeah.
we'll figure out music.
We might have some on there.
And we'll let you know how the
Not that.
if the T-shirt goes public on the website. We'll let you know.
Yeah. If you hear music when you hear this podcast, you know we got the music figured out.
That's right.
If you don't hear no music, we ain't got it figured out.
Yeah.
So until next time, I'm gonna go get some supper.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Adios, Joe.
Adios.